Hello, faithful, and welcome to another edition of White Throne Metal Radio's Top 10 Songs. I'm your host, Keven Crothers. Today we want to talk about top 10 songs from Christian punk rock, punk metal, horror punk band Grave Robber. If you're not familiar with Grave Robber, they are a newer band, relatively speaking. They've been around about 10 or 12 years, as opposed to some of the other bands we've talked about on the channel here, which have had a much longer history. But the thing with Grave Robber is that everything is an allegory. Everything is an allegory. The titles of their songs, the lyrics in their songs, everything is an allegory. Total vibe of classic universal horror or monsters, which some people would say that sounds very contradictory in a Christian point of view. It's an allegory. There's a deeper message behind it. If you choose not to go that route and, understand it, that choice is yours. But not really here today to talk about or discuss the ins and outs of that. I want to talk about some great songs from a great band that I got to see one time, unfortunately, one time here on the West Coast. They were playing Up From the Ashes 3 back down in Temecula, California, which is about a good 7 hours from where I live here, up in Northern California. It was one of two shows they played here on the West Coast back in 2010. I wish I could have seen the second one as well. They were absolutely fantastic. One of the best shows. When they played, they not that well known. So the room where the festival was located was pretty empty. It's kind of in the late afternoon. I ate it up. Absolutely brilliant. The staging, all the theatrics, just fabulous stuff. And their albums started back in 2009, pardon me. Be Afraid was the first album, followed up in 2000, I think this was a reissue, 2009. I think they put it out in 2008. Someone correct me in the comments below. Followed up by Inner Sanctum, their second release. Then they released an EP called Exhumed. Then their next full-length album, which is You're All Gonna Die. Another EP called Straight to Hell. And then a full album released, 2 years ago now. Gosh, has it been 2 years? 2018, 2 years back. Escaping the Grave. And then they just released a new, technically it's an EP, taking 6 older Grave Robber tunes and reinterpreting them acoustically. Don't misunderstand and think that acoustically means just acoustic guitar. The arrangements are haunting. The melodies are wonderful. One of the best releases of last year, 2019. In addition to the 6 songs that they do, they opened it up to their friends who were in different bands, and they did covers of various Grave Robber songs in a similar style. If you're not familiar with the music, think of something like the Misfits meets the Ramones. A lot of melody, very hooky, just great stuff and a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. I've also got a couple of the singles that they released. There was the 7-inch for Straight to Hell as well. The one that came out, this was a limited pressing of 100, which was had 4 songs: Buried Alive, I'm Possessed, Incredible Shrinking Woman, and The Beast Within. I have number 95 of 100. This was a European pressing. And I also have a copy, one of the last ones they had, of the Love Hurts EP, which is red vinyl. There's a CD enclosed, which has all the material on it as well. And then from that show I saw back in 2010, I have a copy of the set list. The songs in the middle were the songs that they played on the set list. So I have all of that. I don't have any 12-inch vinyl. I'm not a huge vinyl collector, but I do appreciate that. If I had the opportunity, I probably would get some. So hey, let's get down to it. Top 10 songs from Grave Robber. Absolutely one of the most original bands in Christian music. And unfortunately, most Christians won't be able to get past the costumes and the metaphor. Their loss. Period. Coming in at number 10, off of Escaping the Grave, The Evil Dead. Great punky sound, upbeat, very Ramones-like, if I remember correctly. I've been listening to Grave Robber now consistently for the last couple of days, and you know how that becomes, it becomes all immersive. Great song. Number 9, off of You're All Gonna Die, Haunted House. Frankly, song about the church. It's about the church. It's got a great hook. It's a great chorus. There weren't lyrics included on that particular release, so I don't have them in front of me. I'd love to share some with you, but my understanding at listening to the song sounds like the church to me. Coming in at number 8, off of Be Afraid, I Want to Kill You Over and Over. And to me, that song has always been about the inner man, the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde vibe. I want to kill you, kill the old man over and over again. Mid-pace, kind of a 50s vibe. And frankly, I could have picked either that one or Telltale Heart off of AD, off of the second album. And it just... Telltale, they both have the same kind of, to me, kind of a 50s, 60s vibe. I guess you could say kind of almost rockabilly in a sense. I don't know. Sean, Wretched, you tell me what you think. Coming in at number 7, off of their third album, the title track, You're All Gonna Die. Upbeat, fast, very punk, great hook. And it just, honestly, a lot of these songs... You ask me in a week, and I could probably change this order up, or different songs. There are 3 or 4 songs that will always be on this list closer to the top. But You're All Gonna Die comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6, one of their most metal type songs. The album closer off of You're Gonna Die, Curse of the Werewolf. And it's got a great riff. It's a little more mid-tempo. It's more heavy metal than punk. A great song with a great chorus. I really like how the verses are kind of staccatic in a sense. Don't misunderstand me. It's the tempo is a little different, but it has that staccatic type feel. Curse of the Werewolf comes in at number 6. Number 5. Number 5, I'm going to double check here because I just drew a blank as to which album it's on. And yes, okay, I thought I had it right, but I wasn't 100% sure. Coming in at number 5. Number 5, off of You're All Gonna Die, The Invisible Man. A great song. They redid it on the new EP, Dry Bones, as well, which is absolutely haunting. But Invisible Man, I don't know how else to describe it. You know, in all of the songs when we do these, there are links in the description. You can go back and listen to them. It's a great song, and a lot of songs they've taken clips and intros from classic horror films from the 30s, 40s, and early 50s, and use those as segues into the song itself. But Invisible Man, it's a great song. Absolutely a great song. Coming in at number 4, the only song they ever did a music video for, Altered States. Just, it's got great melody. It's another mid-tempo, Misfits type style, I guess you'd say. But there's a couple of changes and arrangement changes in there. It's a lot of fun. That's one of the things with most of the Grave Robber stuff. The songs are fun. If you're not able to get past all of the garb and everything, I get it. You're gonna miss it. But one of the things with their stuff is it's a lot of fun. I listen to it and it's fun. It's upbeat. And the first time I read through the lyrics for the second album, Detonation AD, I got it. I so got it. Did a great interview with Wretched, aka Mr. Sean Browning, owner of Rottweiler Records, back for Heaven's Metal magazine. That's got to go back almost 10 years now. I don't have the magazine right here in front of me, but that story was a lot of fun to write. We'll have to write another one here in the not too distant future, I think. All right, that brings us to our top 3. And I think these top 3 songs, they won't change. They may change which one's 1, 2, and 3. But coming in at number 3 off the debut album, Skeletons. I've got skeletons in my closet. Skeletons in my closet. Great. It's a short, fast, upbeat punk number. It's got a great chorus, but it's all over inside of 2 minutes. And they did an acoustic version again on Dry Bones, which is so memorable and so haunting. It's eerie. Coming in at number 2 off of Detonation AD, Fear No Evil. Great concert opener. And that was a thing when they played. When I saw them back in 2010, 2011, they were tight. They were on top of it. And their theatrics were brilliant. And it just was a great show. Fear No Evil comes in at number 2. Number 1, our favorite Grave Robber song, Army of the Dead. What an absolutely fantastic song. A great hook. And whoa, 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 whoa. Lots of oohs and ahs. And a song that you listen to all the way through and you immediately hit replay. These top 3 songs, Skeletons, Fear No Evil, Army of the Dead, all 3 of them. And the version I really like for Army of the Dead, it originally appeared on Fear No Evil, on Be Afraid. On Be Afraid. But the version on Exhumed, they re-recorded it, and it rocks. It's a great song. A great, hooky, aggressive, upbeat punk song that absolutely just is fantastic. As Christians, we're to die to ourselves. We are the army of the dead, are we not? There you have it. White Throne Metal Radio's top 10 or top 10 favorite songs from Christian rock band Grave Robber. Please list your top 10 favorite Grave Robber songs in the comments below. Click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. More stuff forthcoming. I got Theocracy in the wings. Maybe we'll do some Rob Rock or Impilatory. Get back to some more classic bands as well. But I want to make sure that we're covering all the bases. And don't forget, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, White Throne Metal Radio. There's a link in the description. There's also a link in the description to the Throne Room podcast, which is downloadable or stream online from Roxcast. And also a link in the description for Heaven's Metal magazine. Check them out. Thanks again for tuning in. And we'll see you real soon. Don't forget to say your prayers, and God bless.